Here we are. Back again for another part of Golden Sun. This will probably be the most uneventful one. Or maybe I'll be dead wrong. So, we made it to Lemuria. After we killed the deity. Pretty simple, really. We'll take a moment to listen to the music in a moment. After we get a mist potion. Music's all crackly because of you know, just the ROM. But the soundtrack is still really good. So we enter Lemuria. Okay. We can't enter. King Hydros. Centuries? Such calm as to us all at great disservice. I battled fiercely alongside my friends. He finished him off, too. You have my word that we shall create no problems during our stay. Will you not permit us to enter? Why does he just suddenly start talking like a Shakespearean as soon as he reaches Lemuria? Inconceivable! Good point. Mere moments to us could seem like a lifetime to outsiders. I beseech you. If you constantly disagree with Kraden throughout the game, if you say no here, he'll start yelling at you. He's like, "Is this a joke to you? Is this a game? You want to go home? Then let's go home." It's a really neat Easter egg. If only Isaac could see this. This is Lemuria. Everyone is old. Drinking from this spring restores vigor and vitality. Want a sip? You can get fully healed here. Sure. Let's do some lucky metal fountaining. Just gotta wait for the right moment. We absolutely have to get the center here, because we get a summon tablet. Eclipse. Let's continue throwing in our lucky metals. Fireman's pole. I believe there's a lot of stuff you can do here with Scoop. Let's go find the butterflies. You'll probably find something. Like another lucky metal. See when we get in the middle after I think we get the Hestia blade. No, we get the Aegis shield. I remember an outsider who came to Lemuria and then spent days testing the luck of the spring. And that was Bobby. Bobby was so inspired by this that he made his own lucky metal fountain in Tolby. And we get another Aegis shield. Why am I so good at this? There's the Hestia blade. A last lucky medal. Let's make it count. Or not. Okay. Not bad. We kinda need a somewhat average item anyways. Floral dress. I've never gotten this before. And who are these guys and why don't they have blue hair? I guess they just never bothered making Lemurian soldiers. Or making any sort of recolor, so they just went with the standard Tolby guard. The lost one. Have I earned a title in my absence? Lord Conservato. Aww. I mean, he's loving this place. Not now. In ages past, Lemuria was a far lovelier, more grand, and more lively city. His Highness the King tells of days gone by, of a more brilliant Lemuria long before my birth. Over the countless years, our people have lost vigor, enthusiasm, creativity. Lemuria has fallen into a slow collapse, a city that has lost its spark. Lemuria, as you see it, is only a shadow of the city of legend. Lemuria is falling into ruin because alchemy was sealed away. So I know we can get something over here. Stardust. The mysticism of this game really shows in Lemuria. That would be us. Well, that's not very nice. Alright. A man named Bobby stole the remainder of our precious draughts and fled Lemuria. So the senators are all jerks. Got it. Yeah? Uncle. There's only like 3 houses. Where is my mother? That is a good question. Where is your mother, Peters? There's a lot of bottles here. Someone has been drinking. My mother was born with a weak heart. The shock of losing you was too great for her poor heart. The very end. She rests in the cemetery now. Check the headstones. You will find her. And it's time to himself. Poor Piers, being born in Lemuria and gifted with long life, only to use his father in his loop and his mother now, he faces many long years of loneliness. He was given a mission by Hydros. You have some time. I shall write you a letter so that you can see Lunpa. Lunpa has locked himself in his tower and rarely comes out. But if I send him this, he will see you. There, you should be able to see Lunpa. Well then let's go meet Lunpa, the righteous thief. Rusty sword. If it weren't for the people in the castle, the Lemurians would probably let themselves starve. Suicide. Okay, moo. Lemurians are so lazy that they make me look like a dynamo. And they live so long. Are you kids Piers' traveling companions? Door's broken, I'm afraid. He opened up a window. If you come here without the lash pebble, then he'll throw a rope down his own. Behold the most difficult stairs to find in the entire series. Alright. That is correct. Pierce has told you nothing. No, he has not. My parents were kidnapped by the Fire Clan far to the north. They are only firing the lighthouse beacons to gain their freedom. That would be us. Bobby. I only know of one man named Bobby, but I couldn't. Master Lunpa, the Bobby we speak of, is the same man you knew long ago. No, he isn't. I no longer know anyone of the outside world. He is. It's a town called Lunpa in northern Angara. A man named Dunpa lives there. I settled that village in Dunpa. He is my son. Now your grandson Dunpa rules over your village. Rules. Rules is an ill-sounding word. This line just really brings out something. In fact, he says rules is an ill-sounding word, and he's supposedly a thief. It feels like this quest is deeply linked to Lemuria. I thought it odd that Lord Bobby should order me to research alchemy. Long ago, before alchemy's power was sealed, there were many civilizations as advanced and cultivated as Lemuria. At the moment that alchemy was sealed away, most of those civilizations began to wane, until eventually they vanished. And he thinks it's because alchemy was sealed away. And his theory is correct, isn't it? Theories that the world itself will wane and vanish. King Hydrus and I, as well as others in Lemuria, hold the same beliefs that you do, Graydon. Civilizations thrive by building off knowledge of the past. Where is the world today? The great civilizations of old have all withered and vanished. We are all isolated and alone. No, they are not. Conservato, that fool, refuses to acknowledge what he can see with his own eyes. He bashed into the door. Wow. To the king's chambers! Limpa ought to be as old as Lord Bobby was, but he has so much energy. He's got a fire in him. The Great Adventures of Lunpa, written by Lunpa. Okay. Aww, that's sad. Time for a debate. So I got myself a drink. Okay. You are Lord Felix. Why, yes. I guess Lord is the working word. So that's Hydros, and there's Conservato. Would you see me dishonored thus? They ought to present themselves to us. I am merely going to where they are. Do as you will, Conservato. However, we shall go. At least Hydros is a really nice guy. Felix and Graydon. Who describes you as a remarkable scholar. Your research impressed us. If the theories are correct, our world is now on a path to destruction. You are incorrect. The title was carried me by chance alone. Snap. This map shows the ancient world when Lemuria is still traded with people in the many countries. This is the map Limpa had with him when he arrived in Lemuria 150 years ago. The continents have shrunk. All of Weyard has shrunk. Okay. Thanks to Felix and my companions, I was able to travel much of the Eastern Sea. Lundquist's map is more accurate. The world seems even smaller now. Think of Weyard as a living, breathing being, possessing its own life force. The 4 elements of the nourishment needed to sustain this being. Hydros himself has already said this. Since alchemy was sealed away, the world has been cut off. It has gone to a state akin to hibernation. By using this energy, Weyard prolongs its life. Yet when hibernating, the being has only stopped its own clock, not the flow of time around it. If bear slips through the winter, it needs only wait for spring to come. When it awakens, it can nourish its weakened body again. But if spring never comes, the bear will eventually die. Yes, we do. It's either a possible destruction or a certain destruction. Which one would you take? Refuse to say farewell for you never be able to return. Banished. I highly doubt that Hydros will let that happen. Poor guard. We can't leave these conceived, but now we have this. If I'm not mistaken, it is grind. That we shall. Oh, that's why our inventory seems so full. We haven't sold the Ixion mail. Do not listen to Conservato. We cannot let the world wither and die. Go, brave adepts, by your hands. May the remaining lighthouses burn bright once more. Lord Conservato has ordered us to prevent you from leaving the island. But I cannot see why he would do something like that. They're just straight up ignoring him. Oh, that is great. At last, it is time to leave Lemuria. Yes, we are. Now for one of my favorite cutscenes. How old are you really? If you're much older than us, then I'm afraid we've not shown you the proper respect. That won't do. You have to tell us. This is silly. You're afraid you haven't shown me the proper respect, and yet you make demands of me. Yeah. I do it. Come on, Felix. Can't you get them off my back? No. love that. I love that. I can just imagine Pierce is like, "Come on, Felix, can't you get them off my back?" And then he just looks, and this look of horror spreads on his face as Felix just smiles. The return of the bass drops. So here is another Lemuria? Well, yes, but actually no. It's ancient Lemuria, which is basically an old version of the city, which has since been completely sunk into the ocean. We are here for one purpose and one purpose only. Come here. Join us. Get rhyme. So we can exit the Sea of Time now. Form of 6 bass drops. Now, if you try to enter the Sea of Time through this way, this will stop you. But now that I have grind, nothing can stop you. And also, no one really knows about this place until they actually get here. But through here, there's another entrance to the Sea of Time. Yeah, we've done it. We went to Lemuria, and we learned that the world is going to be destroyed if we don't fire the elemental lighthouses. What a twist! Isaac was fighting to end the world, and we're fighting to save it. He isn't going to react well to this. Now let's clear up some inventory space real quick. We'll deal with these off camera. For now, we're just gonna pick up the shinny and off. Hi! Don't mind me, I'm just gonna fuse with the sand. And so Felix falls off the edge of the world. Hello, mister. Standing on the edge of the world. Got haze. So we look over the edge of the world as we end off here. This beautiful view of Gaia Falls. We make it to the Western Sea.